Hi, Bea from Usborne here. I'm going to be sharing some tips about keeping a love of literacy alive and a love of reading alive in our children as they grow older. A couple different things to think about as you're encouraging your young reader and even your tween and teen reader is reading aloud. I know that we often think of reading aloud as something that we're going to do for the child who doesn't know how to read yet, children who are having trouble reading, or children who perhaps are not into reading. But what I want to encourage you to do is don't forget your other readers. Continue reading to the child who already does know how to read. Engage them in the literature you like. Engage them in books that they like. And consider reading more often. Read as a family. I know that in our family we often take the time to read at breakfast. Night times are pretty hectic around here. There's a lot of scheduling conflicts, there's practices to go to, there's extra educational opportunities outside the home. So for us, we usually do our family reading at breakfast. So think about that. Another thing you want to think about is access. Access to those books. Don't just keep those books on a shelf in one room. I know that in our home we choose a variety of places to keep the books. I keep books obviously near the breakfast table, we keep them in the playroom, we keep books near everybody's beds, we have books out in the living room, and even for our potty training youngsters, don't laugh, we keep some in the bathroom. It helps keep them focused. So again, access to books, keep some in the car even. You might want to use printed media on those trips instead of electronic media. It doesn't take batteries. Another thing to think about is, what do you have available? Have you gone through the books recently? Do you have appropriate reading levels, or maybe some reach goal books that are a little bit above the reading level of your current reader, things to make them stretch? Go through those books and make sure that you're keeping the topics fresh and keeping things interesting for the child. I know that I recently went through our playroom and adjusted where the books were. So not only do they have access to the books and a variety available, but they're lower than where the toys are, so the books are getting essentially played with first, which is good. And then the most important part of keeping that child reading, you. Are you reading? Are you showing them your love of books? So continue to foster your love of books and enhance what you're reading, and show them that this is a lifelong passion, something to keep doing.